Depending on the character's roles, some liberties to keep the plot moving are unrealistic. What I'm focused on is learned behavior, something you see over time. That is why I like series, because it starts to develop a character into a person and it constrains the writer into how the character can react. If you violate the spirit of the character, then you soon will find interest in the books will disappear. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. In the closet, we observe and assume, not ask and communicate. The fear is not self doubt regarding if you are gay or not. The fear is rejection by those that like the person they always knew you as a child. Children entering puberty start challenging authority. Usually, a person whose feelings do not match what most would see as normal might become afraid, doubt the unconditional love the family is supposed to offer. Makes a child unwilling to ask questions, doubting the feelings they have since all around seem to be acting different. This leaves them little option but to imitate what they think is normal, what they believe they should do. This is worse if a parent is rigid, will not bend or accept the real world, or if a parent is on drugs or in some other way unreliable. The adults are supposed to encourage children to stand up for themselves. Often they forget the first authority figure the kids will challenge is the parent. I often say the first sign a child is entering puberty is when they start asking why. If a parent's first response is because I told you so, you just lost the first battle in the puberty wars. Rebellion will get worse if the parent doesn't recognize the importance of a child to challenge them. If they can't challenge you, how can you expect them to have self-confidence to stand up to bullies or even understand what right and wrong looks like? For those that understand there is a fundamental difference in them from seeing friends' behavior and interest, it will be worse if they do not feel safe enough to ask the parents. The parent might think, I have a great child who does as he is told. No, what you have is a tortured child that feels the walls closing in and can't even ask you for the keys for fear letting you see the real them. Will send you into crazy land, forcing them to take care of you instead of being able to lean on you for support. To challenge authority instead, we have to assume, shut down, maybe for good reason. This is not about blaming you for the past. That cannot be changed. It is the future you can affect, and you cannot change others. Only yourself, if you are aware of what makes you tick. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. The attempt is to start a discussion and get people to think about human behavior from the perspective of the closet. How this might lead to problems that make friends or partners or even business relationships difficult. I can understand why some would dismiss this effort. I find reminders in how the characters behave with memories of my own experiences and then explore that aspect. It's meant to start people to think. It is not meant to imply I am right. If you do not share the ideals with others, then how will you know if you're right? When talking, the focus should be on challenging and exposing your ideas, not in changing other opinions. That would only lead to frustration, since the only person you can change is yourself.